Hey YouTube, ZeroMagnumX here with a deck profile. I said I prefer, like physical decks than I do online, and since my fiance's here with her camera, I can record for you. Alright, I like doing physical decks because it gives you everything, because I usually have a side deck and an extra deck and whatnot. So we'll just go over this, okay? Okay, 2 Gadget of green, 2 red, 2 yellow, so 6 gadgets. Okay, 3 Tengu, 2 Dinah, 2 Doom Kelly, 2 Ryo, 2 Valor, 1 BLS, 1 Tragodia, and 1 Gores. Spells, Triple Duality, and Avarice. I know people are saying that it should be only 3 pots, so to speak, but Avarice is really good to recycle. I mean, the deck does have Xyz options now, so with that said, Avarice can be a lot more live in a Gadget deck than it was before. Just something to consider. And it's stunned, so you really need the 3 duality. Okay. Double MST and Heavy Storm. Dark Hole and 1 Smashing Ground. I'm only using 1 because of the next 2 cards. Mind Control and Book of Moon. Smashing Ground was the go-to second card to play, but I really like Book of Moon and Mind Control over it. So, okay, trap cards, something I call the Sinister Six. So, just 2 Compulse, 2 Bottomless, and 2 Warning. Just stop your opponent from summoning stuff against you. This is a general idea here. Okay. Then, we're also running the Brigade with it. So, Judgment. And the last 3 traps are Dust Shoot, Imprison, and Mirror Force. I don't really like Torrential. The deck's 41 cards with the Prison, so if you don't want Prison in, you can take it out easily. But I like using 1 of it, and it doesn't really hurt the deck flow too badly. So, alright, side deck now. Okay, double Cyber Dragon, Dinah, Doom Caliber, Breaker just in case. Okay. Triple Banisher, Triple Dimensional Fissure, Double Mind Crush, and Double Starlight Road. Okay, extra deck. This is pretty typical. That will be a roach when I get one. Then double Chimera Tech. So, I mean, it's a pretty basic stun gadget deck. Yeah, that's the overview of it. These 2 because, you never know what you're going to Synchro Reborn into. So, that's a card that's not in. If you guys hadn't noticed, I didn't put Monster Reborn in here. The reason being is because with the triple duality, it's hard to find room. Like the Smashing Ground, it depends on what you need for the deck, like Elimination or other cards. So like the Dimensional Prison itself might be good, but this deck doesn't really summon a lot of cards onto the field that make a huge difference. I mean, it's stun, so if you do Synchro into an option, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be Catastor. So it's just something to think of. I mean, I can't really do much. I mean, Monster Reborn, a Gadget, or Raya, that's not bad. And then, typically speaking, Reborn hasn't really benefited me in a deck like this. So that's something to consider. Mind Control, Smashing Ground, and Book of Moon are much better because stun is a very kind of slow game that you play with it. You don't play the fast spam game, and it doesn't really have a whole ton of options with Reborn. I mean, the most I can do is like Monster Reborn or Grapha, or, you know, an opposing Synchro Monster or something, but outside of that, there's not really much for me to do with it, you know. So that's the deck itself. Like I said, I think there's other better options, and the way that most of the decks in the format are running right now, I don't know if Monster Reborn would really do anything to change the game's state, and I'd rather have a card I could eliminate. You guys can feel free to disagree. I've never been big on the special summoning from the graveyard deal for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been something that I've never really personally been heavy on. And getting used to playing without Reborn was perfectly fine to somebody like me. So in case you guys are wondering why I chose what I did for the deck, spell-wise here, you know, I like elimination and stun. So that's my playstyle. You guys can think I'm stupid or whatever for it, but, you know, given the way the deck is, Pot of Avarice, I'd rather stick back my monsters into the deck, into the extra deck, and draw 2 than I would to bring back one of my monsters, because 9 times out of 10 Monster Reborn is probably for you. Dark Worlds are big in the game. Rescue Rabbit, which they banish Rescue Rabbit anyway, and they get their Xyz monster, and you can bring back a normal monster or an Xyz monster without its attachments. So, if anything, I might suggest Xyz Reborn over Monster Reborn if you're running something like this. Maybe over that Dimensional Prison, so then that way at least Xyz Reborn becomes an overlay unit or material, whatever you want to call it, on your Xyz monster so you can use it again. But like Monster Reborning a Utopia for the deck or something, it's not that great. And you synchro very little on the deck. You mostly Xyz summon. It's just the synchro options are too powerful not to run. So those are my reasonings behind using what I use. You guys can hate it, you guys can like it. And siding into the Banisher strategy, Monster Reborn is virtually useless. I mean, it's a power card, or it can be considered a power card. Like the Dark Hole Monster Reborn combo, a Smashing Ground and Reborn combo is really good, but overall, I don't think the deck needs Reborn too much. Like I said, it's one of the staples that I didn't need to put in. Reborn's really, really good, don't get me wrong, but not just in a deck like this, I don't know. So, let me know what you guys think. I know I've been ranting on, and I hope you guys enjoyed the profile. Alright, I'm not going to bother you guys anymore with any more talks, so peace out. ZeroMagnumX out, guys.